Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Drunk Pilot here. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday to you all. Happy Monday before a hopefully fairly short and celebratory week. A week full of family, full of fun, full of food, and hopefully full of flying. We are sitting at Denver, and we are going to be heading up to Bozeman. This is my favorite flight, at least in the US. Personal reasons. I've done it before. I've flown it before a few times. I love the approach into Bozeman, coming over the mountains, all that fun stuff. And my sister and brother-in-law and nephew live in Bozeman, so, you know, it has some connection to me. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and get this PMDG 737-800 powered up. I already put external power on, turned the batteries on so I could get some lights for a screenshot. So let's hop on in and start configuring here. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
See what my first officer can do. Hopefully he won't take the stairs away from me. We'll see. All right, we will arm our emergency exit lights. Hey, Otto, how you doing this morning, buddy? Get some checks. Thrust levers idle. Fuel controls shut off. Speed brakes up. Flaps up. Parking brake is set. Landing gear is down. Now my first officer should be aligning the IRSs, so shouldn't have anything to worry about there. Yeah, it looks like pretty much everything on the overhead is good. Let's go ahead and check our altimeter, 29903. I'm gonna hopefully get this entire flight in. Let's see, it's 5:36. Yeah, I've got to leave in about an hour for work. So we're gonna hopefully be able to get the fast forward going. Excuse me. All right, let's get some fuel. Pull our flight plan here. 15649.
Ground copy. Go ahead.
14725.
Hi there. Just to let you know that we started fueling.
138.3. Good.
Roger.
There.
Copy.
All right.
I kept
I'm
just
out for
to
the
let you know
walk
that the
around.
aircraft is now fueled with Roger.
Nav database is good.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Go for it.
Thanks.
We are United Airlines 671. Denver to Bozeman. Flight level 360. Fly now.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Okay, cool. Nav database is good for another couple of days. KDEN-KBZN. 464 miles. UAL 671. What runway do you have for us today? 34 left. Our charts have 34 right, and that's closer. So we will change that 34 right. It's plenty of room, 12,000 feet. United 671 with information. Victor, Gate Bravo 65, request clearance.
United 671, ATC clearance to KBZN via the DDR Tango Hotel 1 departure runway 34 left cement as filed, climb to 14,000. Expect flight level 360 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 134.85. Squawk 1541. Altimeter 29.93.
Clear for the Delta Delta Romeo Tango Hotel 1 departure. Runway 34 left.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
14,000 feet. Altimeter, squawk 1541. Altimeter 2993. United 671.
United 671. Read back correct. Contact ground control on 131.9.
Request ATC clearance.
Good morning. United
131.9er, United 671.
United 671 is at the gate with the numbers. Requesting ATC.
Go ahead and other runway 34
United
right.
671. Contact clearance delivery on
Okay, clear to our
118.75.
destination as filed.
118.75, United 671.
671.
United 671. ATC clearance to KBZN via the DDR Tango Hotel 1 departure runway 34 right, cement as filed. Climb to flight level 170. Expect flight level 360 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 134.85. Squawk 1541. Altimeter 29.93.
Clear for the Delta Delta Romeo Tango Hotel 1 departure, runway 34 right, 17,000 feet, squawk 1541, altimeter 2993, United 671. All right. Got 34 right. Bueno. Three, four right. The Darth. 1.
United 671. Did you read?
It said you copied.
United 671. Read back correct. Contact ground control on 131.907.
131.907, United 671.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pre-flight checklist.
uploading cargo service.
Pre-flight
Please
checklist.
place your large
Oxygen.
bags into the overhead locker wheels first.
Uh,
Items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags,
Tested 100%.
items of clothing.
Tested
Once you have
100%.
safely
Navigation
stowed your
transfer
cargo
and
bag,
display
please take your
switches.
seat.
Normal, auto.
To help
Windows
us
heat
ensure
on.
a prompt
Pressurization
departure, we
mode
would kindly
selected.
ask that
Auto.
you keep the aisle clear,
Flight instruments.
enabling all remaining customers to board.
we're not aligned yet.
Now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
One 138.3. .8. 360. Lost index is 7. There we go. Heading 170, altimeter 2994.
Heading 170. Altimeter 2994.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Parking brake.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Stat.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed. Would you like the APU on?
Cockpit to
Ladies
ground.
and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments.
Go ahead.
If you need assistance, contact
Stand by for
the
ground
Yes,
power
please.
disconnection. We're
If you are
starting
Starting
unable
the
to
APU.
accommodate any item in the
Roger.
cabin, please bring it to the
We'll
boarding
monitor
doors
sort of
and
from down
check
here and
for
let
you.
you know if you
Also, review the safety instruction card
Roger.
in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff. Using rated thrust with an assumed temperature, anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of
Go
control.
ahead and take
or
a look at
friction.
our takeoff
The crew member
performance.
noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the
Temperature
captain speaking,
33.
remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or
Hi,
checklists
Captain.
as
Everyone's
appropriate.
on board.
If an evacuation
We're
is
still waiting on
required,
the load sheet
I will
from
initiate
ground.
the evacuation
No
checklist.
problem.
In the event of
I'll
an
bring it
engine
to you.
failure
Flaps
after
5.
we will continue the takeoff,
Still have time to
rotate
do the
at
welcome
VR,
announcement.
call positive
That
rate
could
gear
pass
up
some of the
and
time.
cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any
morning from the
necessary
cockpit.
memory
This is your
items,
captain
climb
speaking.
at V2
I'd
to
like to welcome you on board
20
the
to 1,000 feet
no.
AFL or TOCA,
We're currently
whichever is
preparing for
higher.
departure up here in the
Retract flaps
cockpit.
on
Once we're
schedule.
airborne, we'll be
When
climbing to our
flaps have
cruise
been
level of
retracted at or
36,000
above,
feet.
flaps up,
We're not
maneuver speed,
anticipating any
call for
delays,
level
so we hope to
change
be
if
underway
VNAV is
very
not
shortly.
engaged. Set
The
max
cabin crew will
continuous
start
thrust
securing
and
the
call for
cabin
the
once the
appropriate
aircraft has
emergency
pushed back from the
checklist.
stand.
We are over our
As we make our
maximum
way to the
landing weight,
departure
so if
runway,
we are able,
please make
we
sure
will
you're
hold
seated
and
and
burn off
secured as
fuel
they make their
before
way
returning
around
to
the
the
aircraft.
airport. The departure
The weather
routing
is
will be
looking
via
good,
the
so it should be a
ATC
nice,
assigned
comfortable
SID,
climb up to our
complying
cruise
with all
level.
published speeds and
Once
altitude
we're airborne, there
restrictions.
shouldn't be
No
any
noise
issue during our
abatement
climb.
procedures
It's a
required.
pretty
Any
straightforward
questions, comments,
departure
or
out of the
concerns?
airport, so
No
nothing to
questions.
worry about
Departure
there.
brief complete.
The wind forecast
AP
during our
on the
cruise
buses.
looks very favorable, so we expect to arrive on time at our destination, but we will of course keep you up to date should there be any changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
All right, got my V speeds in there.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Cleared to close, short taxi.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
We got a door light here.
Disconnect the ground equipment.
Check.
Sometimes he sets it, sometimes he doesn't.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for port safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by
See if I can get this
tip into the buckle.
seatbelt over my coat.
To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen mask will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others.
Loading
Your
has been
seat
completed.
bottom
Please send
cushion
the
may
load
be
sheet up to
set
you.
to location
There we
by
go.
We'll contact you if the aircraft is closed down.
I don't want to have to toy around with my parking brake.
The cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in located
Request pushback and start clearance.
Ground.
United 671, request startup and pushback.
671, requesting pushback and start clearance.
Hello.
United
Hi,
671.
Okay, we
Okay,
received
clear
the
to
load
push
sheet
and
from
start.
ground.
United
There's the passenger count, the
671.
crew count, and the total
Startup
load
and
count.
pushback approved. United
Plug
671.
yourself, of course.
Thanks.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. You can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know, and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. All stations ready to close.
Go. Nose right.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. As a reminder, if you're using Falcon, contracted virtual airline flights, you might want to start it if you haven't already. We're ready to disconnect. Thanks for the help. Swim straight ahead, and we'll see you next time.
Ready to push, tail to the left, park brakes off.
Cabin crew, doors to automatic, please.
Brakes released.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2155 heading 353, altitude 17,000 feet.
Takeoff speeds.
V1144, VR147, V2150.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and zero.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
A safety card
Check.
is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks.
Turn number 2.
Brace position, which you must adopt
Start
before
an engine
brace.
2.
Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit.
Oil pressure.
Lead-
Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Start engine number 1.
Start an engine 1. Oil pressure.
Well, that doesn't help, does it? United 671, request taxi.
United 671.
Starter cutout.
Flaps 5.
November Lima Mike Echo Alpha. The runway 34 right.
Flaps 5.
Number 1 stable.
Via Bravo, November, Lima, Mike, Echo, Alpha, runway 34 right, United 671.
Now we ask that you direct your attention to the forward side of each cabin to the TV monitors for a brief
Hey. Full left.
The captain has turned on
Full right. Neutral. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Rudder. Pull left. Got right leg on there. Pull right. Neutral. Block controls check complete.
After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured, do not wish to or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time, we also request that you install your electronic devices until we are above 10,000 feet. I will notify you when it is safe to bring these items out for use. If there's any question as to what device you can use on board today, please
Before taxi checklist.
Thank you for your attention.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Recall.
Checked.
Check. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good morning. United 671. Ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. United 671.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Thanks a lot.
Just let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll get the crew seated.
I will.
Oh, come on. Looks like I need to put a dead zone in there. Oh. Glad I just saw that.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Well. Did I curb it? I curbed it. Well, that's just great. Can I get a tug out here? Jesus. Oh, I swear to God. This is just so stupid sometimes. At least my passengers were not disrupted. Oh, come on, nose wheel. You gotta do better than that, man. Need to calibrate these rudders yet again. All right, here we are, 3-4 right. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Eh. 4.7 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, United 671.
United
Ready for
671.
departure.
Contact tower on 135.3.
135.3, United 671.
Cleared for departure. United 671.
United 671, runway 34 right, ready for departure. Runway entry procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats.
United
Clear on the
671.
approach.
Line up runway 34 right.
Lining up, runway 34 right, United 671.
Ready to go.
How do you expect me to see?
United 671. Wind 350
Takeoff.
at 12. Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34 right, United 671.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have dimmed the cabin lights for takeoff. This is a completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've completed our departure. Thank you.
Why did you turn off?
Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
knots. 80
Check.
knots. V1. Rotate.
V2.
Positive brake.
Climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400
United 671. Contact departure on 134.85.
134.85, United 671. United 671, climbing 17,000.
United 671. Radar contact. Continue via the Delta Romeo Tango Hotel 1 departure route. Climb to flight level 170.
Clear for the Delta Delta Romeo Tango Hotel 1 departure, climbing 17,000, United 671.
United 671. Clear direct to Charlie Alpha Alpha Zulu Zulu intersection. Maintain present heading.
Clear to Charlie Alpha Alpha Zulu Zulu, United 671.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Happy to release the cabin?
Affirmative.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds, on, packs, auto, landing gear, up and off, flaps, up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Go for it.
Okay.
United 671. Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, United 671.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, which means you are free to move around the cabin. However, you are reminded that for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all.
United 671. Contact Denver on 125.905.
125.905, United 671. United 671, 15,000 for 280.
United 671, standby. Continue own navigation.
Seating is filed, United 671.
Standard set. Passing flight level 220. Now.
United 671. Contact Denver on 125.9er.
United 671. Identified. Continue unknown navigation. United 671, climb and maintain flight level 360. United 671, did you read?
Autopilot on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drink service in a few moments. If you could please clear all aisles and ensure that any bags are placed in the overhead lockers, it would be most appreciated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to serve our hot drinks menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisles. Thank you.
1000 to level.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
United 671, contact Denver on 126.5.
United 671 identified. United 671, contact Denver on 132.1.
UAL 671, roger. UAL 671, contact Salt Lake City on 133.25.
United 671 identified.
Hello. Hi, Captain. I just wanted to come by and ask if everything was going okay. Yes, everything is fine. Thanks for asking. If you need anything more, just give me a call.
know that we've just begun preparing the food service and will be starting service shortly. If you could please ensure all aisles are cleared and bags are placed in the overhead lockers, that would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. We've reached our cruise level and are currently flying at an altitude of 36,000 feet. We're making good progress towards our destination and expect to arrive on time as planned. Unless anything changes in the meantime, you'll next hear from me around the time we start our descent, so I'll leave you in the hands of our excellent cabin crew. Thanks very much. Hello?
Hi, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink. Maybe a tea or coffee. Or a bottle of water.
No, thank you.
No problem. Give me a call if you change your mind.
All right, we are gonna start our descent. So they say
United 671, contact Salt Lake City on 132.4.
132.4, United 671. Whoa! That shouldn't have happened.
Autopilot on.
Crazy. Was that you, Otto? Are you gonna descend, dude?
United 671, descend to flight level 230.
Descending to flight level 230, United 671. Alright. We're going to be doing the ILS runway 12.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes, depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated, and you will be required to stay seated and secured until after landing.
09.3, 123.
It may be worth making your way towards one deck. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Minimums 4643. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. And I passed it. Let's see, landing altitude. 4473. So yeah, 4450 is good. I'm gonna assign 230. I have control.
You have control.
There's some of them Rockies. It's kind of difficult to see on the way due to the clouds. This is why I love this approach. The mountains are amazing. If I sit back like that, I don't have hands on throttle like I'm used to.
the level.
Go ahead and put in 13. We'll just do a level change. Yep.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 7,000 feet. Decision altitude is 4,643 feet. Missed approach altitude is 8,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 4,450 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
VREF 142, minimums 4643 feet.
VREF 142. Minimums 4643 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
See if they have any updated METAR. 3034. Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
3034 set.
3034 set. Approach checklist completed.
Transition set altimeter 3034.
Three 034 set, passing 16,700. Now.
Better.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is
1000. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
All right, we've got localizer captured.
1000 to level.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables or return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Excuse me. Gonna turn this down a little bit. Are you doing anything? Manual.
Approach fix, height checked, missed approach altitude not set.
I totally set you. Oh.
2500. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Cabin crew, please take seats for landing.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 40, green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared.
Autopilot off.
Whoa. Come on, yoke. Definitely needs some heavier calibration.
One 1,000 feet, stable. Five hundred feet.
400.
This yoke used to be so good.
300.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverser's normal. $60 knots.
Not the greatest, not the worst. That's the view I love right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used.
Cabin crew, doors to manual,
Make sure
please.
that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking your
Ladies and
seat
gentlemen,
pockets
this is
underneath
the
the seat
conclusion
and
of
in
our
the
flight.
overhead
Please
lockers.
remain
Lights and doors.
Care when opening the lockers in case anything
turn
falls
off
out.
the seatbelt sign in the aircraft
Smoking
is
is not
marked
permitted until you reach
safety
a
at the
designated
gate.
smoking
This
area.
will be your indication
On
and
behalf
safety
of the
to
captain
the cabin,
and the
gather
crew, it
your
is my
belongings
pleasure looking
and
after you today.
disembark.
Our ground crew will
We'd like
help
to
you
thank you for
complete your
flying with us
self-loading
today.
cargo
We
journey.
Check.
appreciate your business and
For the
hope to see
latest
you
news,
again.
promotions,
Cabin
flight
crew
and
disarm doors
destination
and cross-check.
information, check out
Doors
our
disarm,
official
no
Facebook
APU.
page, Twitter, or the official self-loading cargo app. Thank you.
So I definitely got to do something about this yoke. I don't know if it's my FSU IPC or if I'm getting dual readings in flight sim, because I have it calibrated on FSU IPC. I don't know if I have it calibrated on my flight sim or not. I'll have to check that. The only reason I didn't want to check that is because if you go into your settings, it kills the weather and it like resets everything. So didn't really want to do that on such a time crunch. But we made it. Go ahead and see what my FS Flights wants to tell us. For some reason it doesn't want to bring it up. FS Flights. .4 on the arrival. So that's, it is what it is, guys, you know. You know what they say, any landing you can walk away from. And it's right at 7 o'clock, which is good for me. I got to be at work at 7:30. I usually try and leave here around 6:45.
3 minutes.
But it's okay. If I tell my boss, you know, I just flew passengers from Denver to Bozeman, I've already done, you know, more work than I've been expected to do today. Just kidding. But yep, my sister and brother-in-law and new nephew, they're going to be flying out of here today. If I have time, I'll try and mirror their flights. They're going to be flying American from Bozeman to Dallas and from Dallas to Greensboro. I can't see these gates. I thought that they were at an angle. So yep, I'm very excited. He is a sweet little dude. And men are allowed to say it. He's cute AF. So yeah, I'm excited to meet him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated.
And we will see you guys in the next one.
We will start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
I feel like I tear a hip every single time I get in and out of this seat. Is that a thing? Tearing a hip? Apparently the jetway does not want to come to me. That's okay, man.
Go ahead.
99.2 on the overall score.
Clear enough. 4 out of 5. Roger.
Departure score 100, en route score 99.9, arrival score 97.7.
Roger.
So, yeah, I floated it, I know. But here we are, nonetheless. It should raise my score by 0.2. So we are still numero uno. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat. Auto. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Flaps up. Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
I mean, that view, it's just, you just can't beat Bozeman. Honestly, it's a great city, but the winter, I don't know about that. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy your Monday. I will see you guys later. And if you guys can just do me one quick favor, subscribe, like, love, do whatever you want to do. And love each other and love yourselves. Have a good